The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Watch the slant. 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brandon Marshall in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, it's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Record. Spot. 50, 32. Small.
Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Minnesota.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Jet. Hey, 382, last 50.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Check, lady. Check, 55 for Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch the run.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. To throw is Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
To throw, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game?
Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
To throw again. Stafford. Jones has it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check 50, check 50. Like 7. Alert! Hey, Delta.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st down, here's Cousins. Complete, Smith has it.
I know you feel that.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On the ground, it's Cook. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hey, orbit.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Yeah, baby.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Cousins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Give me radar. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 55.
Stafford now to throw. Flushed out right.
Let's get off the field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Setting up the screen for Cook. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Stanford. And this one's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But fortunate, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On first down, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole